Well, it is that time of the year that we all start thinking about the idea of giving that's better than receiving. But how do you reach certain parts of our community? How do you reach out and make a difference? We're lucky enough this morning to have a couple of examples, or have had, and now another. With us this morning is Gerald Stewart and Doyle Lupo, and they're both from Homestead Senior Services and Senior Care. It's nice to have you with us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
This is a great idea. I've worked with you guys in the past, and I just think that it's so smart that you reach out and say, hey, you know, it's not just about kids. There are a lot of people that have lonely existence that would love to have somebody talk to them, but the idea of giving a gift, you know, and helping them out, I think is relatively new. I don't know, how long have you guys been involved?
This is 11th year.
Is it really been going on? That kind of jumps up on you, doesn't it? So now give the basic principle. It's kind of like the angel tree, only aimed at a different demographic.
Correct. We have nursing homes, assisted living facilities, homebound folks. The names are turned in. We work with nutrition service centers in Orange and Jefferson County here, Hardin County, Chambers County, and they turn in names. We have about 95 different retailers that have trees up.
Wow.
And they have a sign like the one we have here at the location, and we encourage folks to go in, take a little card from the tree, buy a gift, bring it back to the retailer, and then we get it delivered to them. And we have a lot of volunteers that are working with us to help to do that.
Now, Doyle, I also want to point out for people who may go, well, how would I know what to get somebody? It's on the card, isn't it?
It's on the tag, and we start collecting these names around October. And like the activities directors at nursing homes, they go to each individual person that's in that nursing home and ask them what they'd like for Christmas. And Dan, the interesting thing is it's very simple things.
Yeah,
it really is. Socks, a warm blanket, or something that, you know, and occasionally we get, you know, a joker in there, like a new Cadillac. But for the most part, it's very simple things that they ask for.
It is. I picked one up the other day. I was in a Market Basket location. They had one of the trees. They just simply it said nightgown. I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than that. It tells you the size, and, you know, so then it's up to you to go shopping, I guess.
Sure,
right?
And some of these folks probably get very few gifts at Christmas time, and so when they get a gift, they really appreciate it.
Yeah, I can only imagine that would probably be true. Now, what's the process, Doyle? I was going to ask. So I pick up the card. I have until when to go and buy the gift?
Well, we want them back to the location that you pick it up at least by the 20th.
Okay.
Because we have to get them distributed. And last year we distributed 4,000 gifts. So you can imagine that's a pretty big task. And some of them, we like people to bring them back wrapped. That helps us out. But we do have gift wrapping parties, 2 of them prior to December the 20th, that if somebody brings them back in a bag, we will wrap them for the client. But you know, the interesting thing about this, Dan, is that the things that happen that you never hear about. Last year, for instance, we had a lady that was hard of hearing, and she put on her card that she'd like a pair of hearing aids. And coincidentally, a man picked that card up in Port Arthur, and his mother had just died, and he had just purchased a brand new set of hearing aids.
Wow.
And he had that card, and he gave it to that lady. And I think your station went down and filmed that process. Now, we've had the same thing happen this year. A lady had a dog that was trained to alert her when she was going to have a seizure. She's an epileptic.
Right.
And her dog died. And she put on her card that she'd like to have a new dog that would be trained for that purpose.
Right.
A gentleman that trains dogs picked that card up, and he's volunteered to train a dog to give to her. Now that's heartwarming.
Well, it is. It's very heartwarming. And you know, Gerald, the other thing, I think the beauty of this thing is, like you were saying, Joel, I can read these. So I mean, I can stand there and go, okay, this is something I can do. Maybe this is something out of my reach. You know, that this is a gift that maybe I can't afford, or I'm never going into a clothing store for women. So then you pick out a man's gift and go get a pair of slippers or something.
Sure.
But you can find something on these trees
you can find
that you can do.
You can do. And we have a gift wrapping party planned for November the 15th. I believe that's Monday. It'll be at Nutrition Service Center in Beaumont on Concord. It's from 9 to 3. So anyone that would like to come participate and wrap gifts, welcome to come.
All right. Once again, you can also pick up information. We've got a lot of one sheets here, but I want to just show this one real quick because I'm assuming you'll see this in the window
That's on the
of a
front
merchant
door of
that
the
is
merchant,
participating,
yes.
right? It just says participating merchant. And listen, it's so easy to get, and there's nothing wrong with all the toy drives that are going on. They're great. It's that idea of giving back, but here's a chance to reach out. Totally different demographic. Do both. You know, give a toy and at the same time reach out and help somebody in our senior population.
And if someone would like a location, just call our office at 892-7494.
Okay.
And we can tell them one of the 95 locations where they may be residing.
I can't find it hard to imagine you wouldn't run into one somewhere if you get out at all, if there are 95 locations across Southeast Texas. Gentlemen, thanks for coming by this morning again. Gerald Stewart and Doyle Lupo from Homestead Senior Care.